It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. Ayy, I've been waiting for something for me to snap on. Graduated from the freestyle state with a cap on. Black on, been in my publishing for these rap songs. Making whack nigga back off, let the cash grow. 5 in the morning, I'm up with my baby, no sleeping. Clown niggas, y'all Barnum and Bailey, I'm creeping. Got an army with me, now it's a Navy, so y'all better pay me like K-Dot, them arms to be waving. I had a couple brushes with devils, quiet as kelp. I'm charging for air, you boys talk under your breath. God is my witness, he with me, and he counting my steps. So anybody riding with me, y'all should double your bets. I chose W's like Aisha Wilson out this bitch. Nigga argue about the gold, I want a Billy out this bitch. I been counting more cheese like a Philly in this shit. A verse hard white like I'm breaking down the brick. Ratchet on me like the repo man. They done brought me back to life like Encino man. Ran off with the yams like an elope man. I got dealt with the chip, I'm the Frito man. I want millions, Benzes, numbers up senses. Nigga try to count me out, now I want vengeance. 100 rat taught me how to run it back. Clemson, all I do is work in my city, I need pension. Somebody said it'd be disrespectful to rap on it. I'm by business, y'all niggas ain't got the acumen. Immaculate, I've been adamant with these savages. The flow is so extravagant, extrapolating arrogance. That ain't even drop yet. Bitch, I got plans too. Nigga wanna scrap about it, bitch, I got hands too. Y'all man got a nigga twisted like a can too. I clean him out like shampoo. I pity y'all some damn fools. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there on this Sunday afternoon. Unfortunately, y'all know we typically come here and talk about success and great things happening when it pertains to Kendrick Lamar. But today we have a little bit of bad news that took place last night. All right, the Grand National Tour was set to take place out in Bogota, Colombia. And unfortunately, the show was literally canceled at the last minute. Kendrick Lamar was at the venue. The fans were there. They were waiting to get into the venue. And unfortunately, they were not permitted entry into the actual concert venue. The city shut it down at the last minute. And it actually sparked a bit of outrage on social media. The fans were extremely disappointed, angry, all the feelings that you would feel. I mean, they spent good money. Hopefully they are able to retrieve what they spent for refunds and stuff like that. But there were also many people that traveled into Bogota, Colombia to see this performance. And unfortunately, it's not going to happen. And I believe that Kendrick is on his way to Sao Paulo, Brazil next. So there is no time for them to try to figure this out, as they have to travel, get all of their stuff in tow, and keep that thing moving. But this was at no fault of Kendrick, no fault of PG Lang or anything on their end. More so the venue and people that were running the show, the promoters locally in Colombia. Now, as more information has been released, they are saying that the venue was not up to code in terms of safety for the fans, the patrons. They were saying that there was, sound issues with the venue. I believe that there was reports of the stands for the fans to be in weren't all the way up to snuff, as in being secure, meaning that they could possibly crack or fall. So it's a lot of shady stuff going on out there, man. This is a new venue, they say, and unfortunately, it's just not up to code. Wish somebody would have put that information out there long before. I mean, these shows were booked previously. It's not like this is new information that he was coming into town, but I guess all is well as long as the people are good. Now, there have been some narratives going out there from who, trying to make it seem like he wasn't selling tickets and all of this stuff. Not really going to give that a lot of airtime. I'm just going to put it out there because the conversations are happening. But even the news, the reports that have come out have debunked that. Now, what I went ahead and did was a little bit of extra research to see if I could find additional information regarding this show, things going on the ground out there in Colombia, just to get more understanding as to how this happened. And in order for me to even get to anything, of course, I had to do some clerical work in getting translations done. I have a news clip, which I literally had to go do some automation on to get it translated into English so that I could play it on here. There's some documents that have been put out regarding this situation. It looks like the promoter was actually denied clearance to do this show days ago, but unfortunately, I guess they were withholding that information from Kendrick Lamar and team, so they wasted their time even going there, which I had to also get translated. So we're gonna uncover all that shit right here. So the first piece that I'm gonna run is local news out there in Bogota, the one that I had translated. All right, let's get to that.
Let's return to the locality of Tiusaquilo with Yuli Pulgarin and the situation in front of Vive Claro. Yuli, what's happening at this time? Do we already know what's going on at the cultural venue?
Rafael, viewers, how are you? Good evening. I greet you again here from the vicinity of the Coliseo Vive Claro, where, as you can see, many people are gathering at this hour. There is uncertainty because they do not know what the response to this situation will be. What the government secretariat has said is that some documents were missing to be able to open the doors to all attendees of this massive event. However, there is a lot of information circulating among the attendees, many of whom have already given up on this situation and claim that the event has already been cancelled, which is why they are trying to return to their homes given that the event has not taken place. We are going to talk to some of the attendees of this concert to hear how they have been affected by this situation. Good evening.
How are you?
What is your name?
Sebastian, how are you?
Well, tell us. You are in the front row.
Since 3 in the afternoon, they haven't told us anything. They just canceled and that's it. So we're here, all board, but thank you.
Thank you. Over here, good evening. What is your name? Over here, tell us.
No.
Alejandro.
Well, Alejandro, how long have you been in line?
2 hours.
Well, and what are they telling you? What is the...
We arrived at 7 in the evening. It was supposed to be at 4. And when it was around 8:20, they told us that those inside had already canceled on a megaphone because we were at the entrance of door 7, that it was canceled. So
Hold on, man. So Buddy right here just said, they told us we had to be here at 4. We are waiting here well after 8. And they still not letting us in. And now they saying that they're not letting us in because we're here after 7. That ain't the reason y'all not letting people in. So they were giving out bullshit information the entire time.
supposedly because they had made an adjustment to the stage and it didn't allow it. So they told us it was canceled.
And what are they telling you? Will there be a new date? Will they refund your money?
They said that we had to wait to see if they would refund us, but about a new date, well, they didn't say anything.
Thank you very much. That is the feeling of many attendees here at the event who were literally, as they say, bored by the cancellation of this event. They also pointed out that there is poor logistics, poor organization on the part of the event organizers. We remain very attentive here to the development of this situation here at the Vive Claro Coliseum. And
all right. And just to be clear, the translation is not 100%. So when they say bored, they weren't bored. They were disappointed. They were angered. You know what I mean? Let down. Not bored. But of course, the translation isn't going to be 100%. Now, as it pertains to refunds, it says, an important announcement. We regret to inform you that due to logistical difficulties from the promoter and the venue, the Grand National Tour performance schedule for tonight has been postponed. The artist was ready to perform. Once again, Kendrick was there, ready to take the stage. So this had nothing to do with him or ticket sales or anything like that. You saw people literally out there. They say refunds will be processed automatically through the official ticketing service Ticketmaster using the original payment method. If the purchase was made through third parties, you must contact them directly. We understand the frustration this situation has caused. Live Nation, Ocesa, and Peramo Presenta apologize to the fans and the artist for the inconveniences caused. Okay, so not only did they apologize to the fans, but they also apologized to the artist, which would be Kendrick Lamar and his openers that he's taken along with him. So then I ended up running across this tweet here, right? From a user on Twitter, and he says, regarding the Vive Claro, which is the name of the venue that Kendrick was set to perform at, he says, regarding the Vive Claro and Kendrick Lamar's concert, I came across this gem on the Facebook profile of Barrio Salitre El Greco. They knew since September 19th that there wouldn't be a concert. Any lawyer friend who can guide us on how to file a class action lawsuit against Paramo. And Paramo is, again, the promoter. Now, of course, this is not in English, so I had to do some things. And here is what it translates into. So it says Article 1. Confirm the denial issued by QUO through resolution number GJR 1358 of September 19, 2025, by which the company Promotora Colombia SAS with NIT, NO, I don't know what all that is denied the performance of the public performing arts show called Kendrick Lamar. Article 2. Notification. Notified the legal representative of Promotora Colombia SAS with NIT blah blah of the content of this resolution to the emails Clemero Sales at blank blank and Sandra Rosales, authorized by the applicant and through the virtual window of the Single Agglomeration Management System, SUGA. The applicant shall be informed at the time of notification that the remedies established in the Administrative Procedure and Administrative Litigation Code are not available against the decisions adopted in this administrative act. Article 3. Validity. This disclaimer is effective upon publication. Communicate, notify, and comply. Given in Bogota on the 27th day of the month of September of the year 2025. All right. So this came later, but they said back on the 19th that the denial was confirmed, which I find to be very interesting. Then you have Jose Suesta here, who is a counselor out there, who actually informed the mayor that this needed to be shut down immediately. He posted, it seems that Kendrick Lamar's concert at Vive Claro was canceled. We mentioned it today at the public hearing against noise. This venue has structural, technical flaws in its construction. I requested the mayor to immediately close this venue. Now, Jose Suesta has a bunch of other tweets on his page where he talks about greed from Vive Claro and basically them knowing that this venue has been shit for some time, from its foundation to the location that they chose to its whole existence is a sham, which I find once again to be very interesting. So here we have Mr. Jose Suesta, and that's him in this this video down below, by the way, if I'm not mistaken. And it says, in the public hearing against noise, I formulated the following proposal to the mayor, Carlos F. Galan, based on the recent report from Edgar, in which it is established that the Coliseo Vive Claro presents serious structural technical failures. I decree its immediate closure. So I don't think he's just opposing Kendrick Lamar's performance. He wants the immediate closure of this Coliseum in its entirety. All right. This is the tweet that kind of went viral last night. I just read that a few moments ago, but he continues to post more articles. Okay. He says here, the suspension of Kendrick Lamar's concert at the Coliseo Vivo Claro is related to the report, blah, blah, blah. We just went through that. Okay. On the 23rd, he posted about this very issue. Urgent, according to Edgar, the Vive Claro Coliseum, due to serious technical weaknesses and possible structural failures that put at risk the lives of the thousands of attendees at its musical shows. These are screenshots of structural issues that exist within this venue. Mayor Carlos F. Galan, what happened yesterday at the Vivo Claro Coliseum warrants that you decide to close that venue because it represents a potential risk to the lives of the spectators, just as it is already stated in recent reports from the month of August of this year. Okay, so other reports have been released previously that this place is no good. Once again, it is confirmed Vive Claro's improvisation is beyond discussion. It makes no sense to persist to maintain a coliseum that was built on top of the main ecological structure of Simón Bolívar Park. Another article. Vivo Claro clearly demonstrated that greed surpasses respect for its viewers and the community. So, although Kendrick Lamar's show had to be the, the straw that broke the camel's back, they have been reporting on the inadequacies of this particular venue, which is unfortunate. So although it sucks that Kendrick Lamar was not permitted to take the stage last night out there in Bogota, ultimately they made the right call. Because had you have let thousands of people in there, who knows what was going to happen? You know what I'm saying? If the seating is not actually secure, and then you have this big tragedy that happens while Kendrick Lamar is taking the stage, we already know what that looks like. That would be horrendous. You know what I'm saying? Putting lives at risk, people's health, their safety, not only them, but also Kendrick Lamar and his team and his staff as well, because who knows how strong the structure of the staging is going to be in alignment with everything that they have going on, or how something could affect him while he's on stage if things start sliding and fucking rolling around. So ultimately, although it didn't happen, the best decision was made. They're moving on, and hopefully everything goes smoothly as he makes his way to Brazil. You know what I mean? But that sucks, right? But that's also all I have for y'all in this. I just wanted to make sure I gave y'all as thorough coverage of this as possible, because again, a lot of misinformation gets around, and we all know it's bullshit. We all know who is sponsored by it, but just trying to be responsible over here. I can't speak for anyone else. These are the reports that I've found as close to the ground as I could possibly get from where I sit. You know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Much love and respect, y'all. Peace. Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking, the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts every day, I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I could take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I could do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy cause consulting for the stacks I built. I had to evolve and grow cause I could have been killed.